your messages.
Oh, thank you.
Need anything else?
But I keep saying to anyone who will listen, all roads lead to Hillary Rodham Clinton. Every time. Every
Lunch?
scandal seems to have her fingerprints.
Of course.
I would call it sexual harassment.
Oh dear.
Did he touch you?
I
The hair.
will not speak on
Did
that.
he expose himself?
I can't speak on that.
Coulter, who sent you this?
George Conway. You think she could be the one?
Certainly needs media training.
I don't care about media, just need her to sue.
We want him under oath.
Why?
Because he's Bill Clinton. He'll lie.
You say workplace, but you and the governor were
Who's she working with?
That guy.
Let's get her some real lawyers.
Ginsburg sued her. This isn't going to win them over.
I'm not worried about the liberals. They've argued for decades that a president should be treated like an ordinary citizen. They have to take policide.
I always say you can never go wrong relying on the diamond grid integrity of liberals.
I thought you were taping at MSNBC.
They fired me.
Again?
I was fighting with this simpering peacenik about landmines in Vietnam, and I said, people like you are the reason we lost the war. Turned out he was a veteran with no legs.
Jesus, Anne.
How was I supposed to know? You tape alone in the studio, you can't see the rest of the panel. The upside is now I am completely available to help you. I want in.
Really?
Really? What are we doing?
Preparing briefs to help out Paula's lawyers.
Oh, tough case. Do the laws apply to our head of state, or is he an infallible sovereign? Not as though the country was founded on that exact concept.
They'll argue her suit will distract him from his presidential duties.
When do we get to the part where he's deposed and he lies?
Oh, well, after this, if the court finds in Paula's favor.
I have a law degree. It was a rhetorical question.
Jerome's a little less accustomed to your sense of humor.
Oh, man, I can't wait to that deposition. Mr. President, what specifically is wrong with your penis? Please go into excruciating detail.
Well, to be clear, the goal isn't to embarrass him. It's to constrain a president who has engaged in illicit activities.
I'm bored. You're boring. That's the problem with you Republicans.
You're a Republican.
I'm a conservative. You're all too nice. What does that get you? It gets you Dole.
What's wrong with Dole?
He lost. Idiotic American females couldn't wait to reelect their fat boyfriend.
Be that as it may, this case is all we have now.
Right. What would you like me to do?
What you do best. Stir the pot.
Help us get justice for Paula.
Oh, this isn't about justice.
Then what is it about?
Impeachment, Jerome. Are you excited?
To meet Matt Drudge?
No, to see your crush. I'm excited. You're so awkward in her presence.
Please do not cause an incident.
Also, she's a lesbian.
She is not. She used to date Dinesh D'Souza.
There he is.
Laura!
Hi. Oh, hello, Coulter. Ingram.
This way. Kochek is to your left. Tom, if you haven't tried one of those, you are missing out. Get in there.
What must it be like to be a grayscale Xerox of me?
I don't see how she could be your Xerox when, unlike you, she attended an elite law school.
Michigan is top 10.
You see, that's among the saddest sentences I've ever heard. There's Drudge.
That's what he looks like? My God.
George! Meet Matt. Drudge Report's one of the biggest sites on the World Wide Web.
I've been addicted ever since you reported Ken Starr wanted to indict Hillary for perjury. How do you get this stuff?
Nice hat. Is it serious?
Oh. I cannot believe I am meeting you.
Thank you. How kind. My friend George here is of counsel at Walk to Lipton up in New York, but he's also one of the elves.
The elves? What are the elves?
It's a name Anne gave us. We're a group of attorneys with day jobs, but we gather at night and do what we can to help the Paula Jones suit move along.
Oh, I love that. Well, you know, that's what I do. I move stories along.
Great to finally have an ally in the news business.
What took so long?
Well, my dear Anne, the internet needed to be invented. You know how many people read the holy goddamn New York Times? About 1 million. At the rate I'm going, I'll blow past that by the end of next year. Print is dead. Speaking of, I hear another woman's come forward. Is that true?
I make no claims under oath or affirmation. But if such a woman exists, her claims are highly credible, and she's talking to Mike Isikoff at Newsweek.
Really?
Just keep my name out of it.
All right, well, I've got to keep him circulating. Matt, there's my gal pal, works at Rutherford, Cynthia. She and I golf together in Palm Springs.
You're ridiculous.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't think it's appropriate for the President of the United States to get down in the gutter where Miss Jones wants to drag him. I think he would see a settlement as something to be done for the good of the nation.
I feel like I just watched the Challenger explode.
That's a bit out of bounds.
It's not a joke, Jerome. This is a disaster.
Her lawyers want a deal. They just do.
Great. Great. So the law lets him slide. The press lets him slide. What a disgrace. Being the president used to mean something. Even Nixon was capable of shame. But after this, just think what kind of flabby con men will see a path to the White House. The corruption, the lies, the 100 million cocktail waitresses he's groped or worse. If we let this slide...
We're not letting this slide.
Then we stop the settlement. Whatever it takes. Hello, George. What's in this bag? Dubs of the trip tapes. How many trip tapes? All 20 hours.
What? How did you get those?
Don't ask. Don't tell. Hey, what do you have tonight?
I'm going to the Monocle with Ingram and David Brock.
Oh, you're canceling. You're welcome. We're listening straight through every single one. Ice?
Wait, is that 6 bottles? Why would you get 6 bottles?
Richard, come over here and pop this. George, we're celebrating. These tapes are going to be in the Smithsonian one day. We're living a page in a U.S. history book.
Just saying, maybe we should hold off on celebrating until we know for sure there's something usable on those tapes.
This is a coup d'etat, and we're the coup. Do you know how rare that is? If there was ever a night to crack open something fucking decent, it's now. We're starting. Cheers.
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 Hello? Hi. How are you? Fine. I'm tired. I just got off the treadmill. You're so good. You like salads, though, right? And you can have a lot of salad with this thing.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, it's good I get to eat pasta again. I love pasta.
Do you like, Boston lettuce?
I don't know Boston lettuce.
It's very limp.
Oh, probably not.
These two. I'm at once captivated and yet now completely understand why in some cultures they drown their female infants.
These are shit.
What? But she says in horrifying detail. She gave him blowjobs.
But she never says, Vernon Jordan got me a job in exchange for lying. She never says it. No quid pro quo, no smoking gun.
But it is sex.
He shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors.
Yes, George, we heard you the first time.
Having sex with an office girl is not a high crime or misdemeanor.
You've become a bore.
The FBI has Monica Lewinsky. They're gonna flip her. They're gonna do it tonight.
Fuck me.